So the one thing that keeps driving me to come back and make more and more art is actually, after getting to know these characters, I feel like I owe it to them to tell their story and put it out in the world. I've spent a lot of time in the minds of these people, and quite frankly, if I can't get their story out there, I'll just be super upset. So that's the number one thing that keeps me going, is these characters need to have their story told. They need to get out there. Calescai needs to be seen. It needs to be put out in the world. So that it keeps me coming back. Volume 1 Calescai is more than just an album. It's also a podcast and short stories that all accompany the same narrative. We decided, instead of going for just a grouping of songs that we like to play, to instead focus on one specific story. And so Volume 1 Calescai is gathering all these various mediums of art and putting them together into one cohesive story.
It's been pretty tricky because we had this really big vision for the story that we were going to tell and all the different ways that we were going to use different art forms to tell that story. But we felt like we couldn't really ask for money until we had kind of proven that we were capable of telling the caliber of story that we wanted to. So we've spent really the past 3 years honing our craft and learning new skills and finding, those really valuable collaborators who enjoy what we make and are passionate about it as well, and have been so gracious to help us through this process. So now, after 3 years of hard work, we feel like we've proven that we actually can make really fantastic art. Now we feel like there's enough that people can really start to dig in and be interested in what comes next.
Not only will you get access to the album itself, but based off of the amount of your donation, you get any number of really kick-ass rewards. Can I swear? Really kick-ass rewards. Such as cool shirts all the way up to a hand-drawn piece of art from Caleb Hansen himself.
In addition to the album and all the other reward tiers that we're offering, we're also really excited to give everyone who backs our Kickstarter, no matter your reward contribution, immediate access to Ruthemal, which is a single that we recorded with Kurt from Surreal Studios here in Anchorage. I think people will really enjoy that song because it was inspired from us playing Dungeons & Dragons like 5 years ago. And that was really how we got started with storytelling and being really passionate about that. So it's kind of close and near and dear to our hearts as musicians, and we really hope you guys enjoy it.
The story takes place in the city of Calescai, which is made up of these 8 great towers that reach up towards the ocean, which is suspended above by some ancient technology as the crust of the earth has been superheated. And over the span of the story, the city undergoes a series of revolutions and upheaval that we get to experience through the lens of our 3 very different characters. And each character responds to the situation in a very human way based off of their own upbringing, their social class, and their belief structures. And it's a very personal and a very human story, and we're really excited to bring it to you. I'd like to thank everybody who's going to donate to this project. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be worthwhile. Thank you for believing in us. It's going to be worth it. And what was the second part of the question? Why should they? Why should you give money to us? So we can make our art. Please.
God.